Hello everyone, my name is Karina and welcome to my lounge. So today I am going to be showing you how I achieve one of my most complimented no makeup look. Now this look is suitable if you are behind time, if you always want to look made up to work, or if you don't want a full glam. And actually the reason why I really love this look is because of how light and breezy it is, because I do not use any cream product for this look. So before we jump right into the video, I wanted to show you guys this hair growth oil. So when I got this hair growth oil, I showed you the guys in like the previous vlog, and I haven't used up to half. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's here, and this is like the top. And I don't know if it's because of my hair is getting rough, or I don't know, but I have been seeing new growths in on my hairline, right? Because this new growth is coily. I don't know, but it's just fuller, and I just feel it's working. And it has been making my hair very black in color. I know this because I was recently complimented about my hair color and about my brows, because I use just a very tiny piece on my brows. But anyways, I really love this oil. I think it's working, but I'm going to give another detailed full review when I have run out of this bottle. All right. So without further talk, let's get right into the makeup tutorial. So first off, I love to cleanse slash exfoliate. I love to use my cotton pad and natural rose water, because this rose water is very hydrating. And one key thing about this look is that you really need your face hydrated and plump. So we will not be joking with hydration and moisturizing for this look, because if you do this look, if you apply this makeup on dry skin, it's going to look very bad. You are not going to love the look at all. I love to call this exfoliating because it also kind of like removes any condoms that I have, because you need a fresh, clean base, a very fresh and clean base. I love rose water so much. It is very hydrating. So next up, I love to go in with a serum. Now, the reason why I picked this face pack ceramide serum is that it is very hydrating. It's just like water, basically, right? I don't use it for treatment. I just use it to just hydrate my face. Now, the secret is not to use too much. I don't think I even use up to a pump, just 3 drops. That's what I use, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So now the key to makeup is always making sure that all your steps are properly dry. If not, you're going to get patches on your face, and you don't want that. So in this stage, I moisturize my lips with the lip balm. Now I'm actually using the CeraVe moisturizing cream, and a little goes a very long way. A little goes a very long way, because it's not lightweight. It's not lightweight at all. One thing about me is that my forehead is very dry, so I love to focus on that part more than my cheeks, because so I think one thing about makeup is learning about your face. Once you learn about your face, you just know what works. All right, so we're already diving right into the makeup. So before we go in any further, I love to spray my face with rose water. So at this point, I sometimes use rose water or I use this Kiss Beauty makeup spray, any which one. Before going further into the makeup, I love to dry everything down. I love to go in with my palette from Flawless Ivy. I love this because it has every color that I need for my shade. So one thing I love to do is I love to go in with the brightest color. If there was a brighter one, I would have chosen that over this. So you want to dab it, tum tum tum, and you want to go under your eyes or on top of your eyes. Any which way, the goal is to brighten your eye area and your T zones, I guess. So the reason why I'm going in with this powder, this dense brush is because you want to press it into your face. So now I'm sure y'all are asking me, oh, why didn't you use a primer? Now you can use a primer for this look. Sometimes I do use a hydrating primer. Most times I use a hydrating primer, not a mattifying primer, because this look is a very glowish look, right? You are utilizing the natural oils of your face and and just just the natural glows of your face and also your body heat for this look. So you want to press out, you want to press into your face. You want to just stay here, come down, come here, and just a bit at the top. You might not be able to see this from the camera, but one thing about this look, this powder palette, is that it has some sort of shimmers for this shade. So we're just going to put more here. You can use a primer, you can use a hydrating primer or a mattifying primer, whatever your skin tone calls for, right? So I just like to just drag it along there. Ouch. I love to actually lighten my eyes everywhere. I just love to lighten everywhere. So now if you have some sort of pigmentation on your face, you can just go in with a concealer and cover those spots, right? You can just go in with a concealer and cover those spots. Like maybe if you have eye bags, just be light. The basics of this makeup is to be very, very light and breezy. This is a makeup look that you can take to the beach or any which way. So next up is to go in with my blush. I use the CPD blush. I've had this now for close to 2 years. And I love to go in with this brush. You can see how it's angular. So I love to alternate between these two colors, which I'm going to be doing for this look. Now, one thing about this look is you should be light, very, very light-handed. So I'm going to go tom tom, tom tom. So now one thing with blush is that I love to take from my eyes up. I love a high blush placement. So I sweep it into my hairline. My blush kind of stays on top of my cheekbone, on my eyes, up to my forehead. I kind of even take like the edges of my eyes as if someone blew me. That's the goal. Okay. Somewhat under my eyes, as you can see. I take it kind of like under my eyes. So I go in on top of my nose as well. Just the top of my nose. I just go in. I go in on my jaw as well. I don't know why I do that actually, but it's just I just love blush. I love blush. And one thing about this makeup is that it's very dark skin friendly. And one thing about good blush is that if you have found your colors, and I do feel that this CPD palette is very dark skin friendly. Like the colors are very, very like dark skin friendly. So it's something that I love, to use. I really love this palette. So next up is I'm going to just put everything under my face powder. So for this look, in fact, for my everyday makeup look, every makeup look that I do, I use this particular powder. And now one thing about this powder is that it kind of like after some time when I'm sweating and my face is already oozing out its oil, it kind of like makes it look like I used a foundation. So that is the reason why I not kind of, I highly recommend this particular MAC powder. It is amazing. It's a high buy, it's a very pricey buy, but if I'm definitely going to purchase it again because it lasts you a very, very long time. I'm not a makeup artist, I only do makeup for myself. So I can definitely use this for like 2, 3 years and the color doesn't change. So basically, I'm currently using the B4 one in dark. So we're just going to use this to, just meld everything in to make it have just one color and a natural look. You don't need too much. A bit goes a very, very long way. So you can see how I look natural. I don't look like I have any makeup done. That's one thing with powder products versus cream products. Cream products would always make you look like you're done, but this makes you look fresh. So that is honestly it for the skin work. So after this, I love to tint my brows. Most of the time, because of I have full brows, I don't touch my brows. So I just comb them down and just line them. I like to use my edge brush. One thing about me is I'm not really a fan of the hyper fluffy brows. I still love me a very thin brow. So most of the time, I just get them shapen with a blade. So this is what I have on. No fillings. So next up, I love to actually do my eyes. So for this eye look, I love to use two palettes. I love the LA Pride USA chocolate palette. I got this palette for 1.5 when I was in Port Harcourt, so affordable, and it gets the job done. This is what it looks like. It's amazing. And I also love to use this old palette that I've had for years now. It doesn't have a name. This is how I bought it. And I bought it for like about 3K. Yes, I bought it for like 3K. So I love to use this eyeshadow palette. So let me show you the palette. So it's just a shimmers. I love to use the shimmers. It's a very shimmery palette. So for my eye look, I am going to be going in with this Naked 2-in-1 eyeshadow brush. So this one, I'm going to be using this part of this for this palette and for this palette. So I go in with Divinity on this palette. So one thing about this powder is that you always have to dust off because it's a bit it's just a bit, it's very, very loose. So you have to be very careful with that. So the reason why I do this is just because of I don't want my eyes to just look too dark. And you come closer to the camera. So this is it actually. I don't really do much. Okay. But if you want a little bit of drama, you can just go in with the matcha, with the mocha actually. Mocha, it's a darker shade. To just give this, so just dust this in so it doesn't look off. So I think that is okay. So next up is still on eyes. I love to use kajal, draw an eyeliner, and do a mascara. So this is a disclaimer or a PSA. You're not supposed to share your kajal with anybody, okay? Because the application is nothing beats a kajal because it rubs top and bottom. Are you seeing that pop? So next up, I love to go in with an old eyeliner. This has a very hard tip, which I like. So at this stage, don't let anybody distract you. So I love a short wing most times just to give me a calm look, or a long way. See, whichever way, it depends on my mood. But for this look, we're going to be going in with a short, thick. So let's get right into it. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put on the screen the one I actually usually use. I hate using this wet one. It smudges a lot. So we're able to salvage that properly. So one thing I love to do is I love to go inside the corners of my eye. So the next eye. One thing you have to understand is that they are twins, but they're not identical. Okay. What? What? I have stopped shaking hands in this video. I think this is drying up. Yeah, I think it's drying up actually. How do they look? I think this is a bit than this, so it's fine. When you want to now try to like make them look together, you're just gonna make a mess. Okay, that's one thing about eye makeup. So the next thing I'm going to do is I love to put shimmers inside the corners of my eye. I'm going to be using that same brush, this part of the brush, and I'm going to be picking my favorite color, which is like the dark goldish color. It gives me a very doughish eye look, which I love. One thing with makeup is that simplicity is key, okay? Simplicity is key. Last thing for the eyes is we're going to just go in with a simple mascara. I use this popular Mega Impact XL mascara. It kind of like does the job for me. So now the key to using a mascara is making your lashes get into the bristles of your wand. Can you see that? Can you see the difference? Make your eyelashes go inside, like comb it, comb it. That's the reason why I don't really like too wet mascara.
I don't joke with my bottom lash.
Now for some mascaras, I go in with an extra coat. Let's just go in with an extra coat. But because of this is a bit dryish, I don't need to. So, can you see? So we're done with my eyes. So for my lips, we're going to be keeping it very simple. I'm going to be using my eyeliner, lipstick, two lipsticks, and lip gloss. So I'm going to be using this plain old double. It's double. It has like a lighter and it used to be very long. I've been using this now for like close to 3 years. So it has a lighter and a darker. So we're going to be using the darker to line my lips. That's one thing I noticed about the RR luxury lip balm. It leaves streaks. It's not the best for it's not the best for makeup. Do you see that? Good. So I'm now going to be going in with this lip gloss. I don't even know the name, but I'll try to find it and put it on the screen in color 17. So I just use it to highlight the middle of my lip. In makeup, less goes a long way. So sometimes I love to go in with this lipstick from Beyond Beauty in color 17 as well, to just highlight and meld in the both. Kids stay riding big, the one police try to catch riding dirty in the club before 11 o'clock, like I'm trying to catch it down kind of early. Look, you think her hair brown and curly, she love the way my ride shining pearly. City boys that she fine and pretty, and the country boys that she fine and pretty. My pockets think it's green as curry, and the ladies know soon as they see my jewelry. Being fresh to death is a crime, I think it's time for me to see the jury. Sometimes I don't like the too dark lip liners. So one thing about makeup is that no one is going to tell you what to do. You're the one that is going to be looking at it and be shifting it. So I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm going to go in with my lip gloss. I don't like to use my stick. I like to use anything that I see. Next thing, I'm just going to go back in again with my brush and my face powder and just, adjust the makeup where it needs and adjusting. If you want to put an extra blush, feel free to do that. One thing about makeup is that you would look in the mirror by yourself and say, okay, where do I need to touch up? And from what I'm seeing, I think I just want to brighten up my lips a bit because the lipstick kind of like took away all the. I'm not gonna. does that to seal everything in. I'm a bit, misty and moist. I'm sweating a bit, so sorry about the extra shine. But sometimes I love this shine, and that's the reason why I always opt for this makeup because it just brings about the real of my skin out. So to seal this whole look, I love to go in with this masterpiece, this magic potion for your makeup, and it's called the Body Fix by Beauty by AD. It's amazing. I'm just going to give this a little shake, and so it's just going to meld in your makeup and give you that shine.
Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Well, I tried to tell you so. Yes, I did. But I guess you didn't know. As I said, the story goes. Baby, now I got the flow. Cause I know it from the start. Baby, when you broke my heart, that I had to come again and show you that I win. You lied to me. All those times I said that I love you. You lied to me. Yes, I tried. Yes, I tried. You lied to me. Even though you knew I'd die for you. You lied to me. Yes, I cried. Yes, I cried.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, so what kind of makeup tutorial would you love to see in the next video? Let me know in the comment section, and also this is also our first makeup tutorial on the lounge. So let me know what you would love me to improve on, to work on. Alright, see you same time next week. Bye.